Greetings. Before we begin this episode of the Blueprint Reveal podcast, I have some sad news to announce. Um, Over the weekend in Clarksville, Tennessee, recent tornadoes caused significant damage and losses. 6 people, including 2 children, lost their lives due to the tornadoes. 23 others were treated for injuries at hospital. Clarksville Mayor Joe Pitts declared a state of emergency and implemented a 9 p.m. curfew for the city on both Saturday and Sunday nights. The city stands ready to support affected families during this difficult time. The tornado also caused damage to buildings and knocking out powers for tens of thousands of households. Amongst the dead were 2 adults and a child who were killed after a tornado hit their homes in Madison, a suburb of Nashville. They were later identified as Joseph Dalton, 37, and Flamendia Gabriel Perez, 31, and Perez's son, 2-year-old Anthony Elmer Mendez. 3 people, including another child identified as 10-year-old Arlen Barham, were killed after a tornado traveled through Clarksville and Montgomery County on Saturday. Reports indicate that warning sirens did not go off as soon as they could have in the town, but officials have been unable to explain why. Brothers and sisters, tap in with PLM News. You know who you are, so that we can make sure that the families and everyone down in Clarksville, Tennessee, and in all other parts of Tennessee can receive the necessary assistance that they need. We are our brothers and sisters keepers, so we're going to do everything in our power to make sure that uh, you all get the assistance that you need. We have the trucks lined up and trucks are waiting to come to you, but we need for the brothers and sisters to let everyone know what's going on with them and just to tap in, tap in, uh, do this ASAP. So the sooner you do this, the sooner we can get the assistance out to you that you need. And once again, I send on behalf of PLM News Network, we send our condolences to all the families, the men and women throughout the state of Tennessee, and who all have been affected by these tornadoes. This is the time for us to step up and show that we are our brothers and sisters keepers. So we are asking that all men and women all over the country step up and help in this just cause. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So now let's get to the podcast, the origins of the blueprint. Thank you, you all.
Any views, thoughts, and opinions expressed by the journalist and guest are solely that of the journalist and guest and do not reflect the views, opinion, policies, or positions of Positive Lifestyle Management.
My brothers, my brothers, my brothers. Greetings, 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 brothers and sisters, men and women all around the world. Welcome to another episode of the Blueprint Reveal. I'm your brother Fiji. In just a moment, we're going to be bringing in the brother Blayland so that he can participate and we can get this show on the road. Today, we're gonna clear some things up today. We're gonna clear a lot of things up today in this blueprint section. A lot of the things that we're going to clear up today is going to be dealing with the origins, the origins of the blueprint. There has been many people's, well, first of all, let me say this here. I did a live, I think a few days ago, and I forgot to mention Texas. I want to give a big shout out to Texas. Peace and love, brother JD. I want to give a shout out to Texas. They came out to Arkansas and they really represent. I sincerely apologize for forgetting Texas. I was trying to remember everybody. We want everybody to chime in. We want to try to get at least 100 peoples in here today. Let's try to get at least 100 peoples up in here, and because we finna address a very, very important topic that needs to be addressed. It really needs to be addressed, and we're going to address it today. But in the meantime, in between time, what we want to discuss is how you all doing out there. How's everybody doing? I pray everybody is doing well, that your families are well, that your children's are well, that you are in the best health. There's been a lot of things that has been said, a lot of information that has been passed around. Positive lifestyle management. Thank you, Sister Sharon. Yes, we try to keep it real. And as you all know that we try to always stand on truth and facts. Even when we make a mistake, we'll come back and clean it up. So now let's get down to the business of it. Brother Blayden,
Yes, sir.
let's discuss this here, man. How was your trip to Arkansas, brother?
Man, it was lovely. I ain't want to leave. I want to go back.
Okay, so what
Yeah.
made it so lovely?
To see so many of us together, like having a good time, enjoying the moment of being able to embrace who we are, share who we are. No issues about what city a person from, what state a person from, who people know. It was really a family reunion. Then I
Okay,
had a chance to meet, you know what I'm saying, some very, I'm not gonna say very well known because I don't know how known they are, but some very, how should I say, popular individuals. You know,
right.
Ruger showed up, Duke showed up. There was a young dude, my first time ever encountering him. Mud Baby
GG,
Rue, I believe his name is.
GG,
And yeah, and Gigi. Those were the first
yeah,
my first time ever encountering them. They
yeah,
all of them put on a great show. You even Slum Prince and Young Blue perform. And I'm always
yeah.
happy to see them perform.
Yeah, we had young brother from out of Kentucky. He performed Friday night. G-Ball, he
Yeah.
performed Friday night. So that was a great performance and everything. So everything was good. It was a very positive and productive gathering. The G-Bash was good. Thanks to Mr. Johnny Crusher Jackson and all of those, the brother Bill and Rip and A1 and Ballhead Jack, everybody that participated in it, for everybody that came out. And my last live I done when we came back, I forgot to mention Texas. I want to mention Texas again. I'm sorry, Texas, for forgetting to mention you all, but Texas was in the house too, and so that was a good thing. So now, good morning, love and blessings to Joshua, love and blessings, love and blessing, love and blessing. So now, let's get down to business. The blueprint.
Mm-hmm.
Most people's know that blueprint.
Yep, that's
This
about
is the
Rod Emery,
blueprint.
right?
Yeah, this is by Rod Emery. This is the cover. This is what people know about the blueprint. Everybody think that this is the original blueprint. All right. So
Mm-hmm.
that book was published in 1996, I believe.
Yep, 96.
96. Okay. What most people don't know that prior to this book even being written, that this is the original blueprint. This is the original blueprint. This is one of the original hard copies of the blueprint. And the title of this is The Blueprint of a New Concept. So, as you all can see, I'm gonna show you all. This is the blueprint right here. This is the hard copy that came out first, the very first copy of the blueprint. This is what we received.
When was that?
This came out in the 80s, late 80s, like 88, 89. They started receiving it inside the institutions in the 90s, like 90, 91, 92, 93. So this was out prior to this.
Okay.
Prior to this, this was the forerunner. The same information that's in the blueprint that was written in 1996, that was published in 96, is the same information that is published in here. So, as I said, the title of this is The Blueprint of a New Concept. This is the title. Now, we have gone back to the essence.
Mm-hmm.
This is around now. The blueprint of a new concept. We have gone back to the original name with the same information in it. The only difference is that in the original blueprint, it didn't speak on from Gangster Disciples. It didn't say nothing about Gangster Disciples. It didn't say nothing about Mr. Larry Hoover, Mr. King David, and all the organizations. It never mentioned that. Period. It started out by giving us the introduction, and it came with this here, the awakening. This was what was given to us, the awakening. That was the beginning of it. Then, when the book came out, it came out with chapter 1, dealing with Gangster Disciples, how the organization started, spoke about the Blackstones and the Vice Lords and all the different organizations.
Mm-hmm.
So what this book has done here has gone back to the original title with the same information that came from this.
So let me ask you this question.
Yes, sir.
Basically, what Mr. Emery did, if I'm pronouncing his last name right, was do a revision of what was originally typed up
Exactly.
for public usage.
Exactly. That's all he
Okay.
did. That's what he did. So when we are back to the essence, the original title, which is the blueprint of a new concept. Nothing has been changed from what Rod Emery did, as you see here. Same thing that's in Rod Emery's. The principles. Everything is the same. Nothing has changed.
There's been debates on social media where people have been saying that that's the literature being put out, that's the black and white being put out. We're trying to make money out the black and white or the literature.
That is a bald-faced lie. Now, let me say this here. I'm going to address all these. I'm going to address, love, brother AZ. I'm going to address each and every one of these lies that's been put out. Peoples are saying things that what haven't been around since the early 80s, mid 80s, since 1983, 1984. Haven't been around, wasn't retired in 1990, was kicked out, literally kicked out, running around telling people that they retired in 1990 and that they left because of this. No, you left because you was getting high. You was kicked out. The literature is not being sold. That the people that's talking didn't have nothing to do with the blueprint being written, period. Not the original version, not the revised version by Rod Emery, and not this version that has come out. Hasn't been around, don't know what's in it. So I'm telling the peoples, stop listening to dope fiends, crackheads, and peoples who are out of the loop, man, they do not know what they are talking about. Many of our brothers and sisters have been misled. They've been misled, bro. You know, and that's just the honest to God truth. They've been misled. And I understand they have been misled. I understand it, and I try to teach as much as we possibly can to give them all the information that they need in order to function.
Mm-hmm.
But then you have those that's sitting on the sideline who can speak the lingo, who can talk the talk, but's not a part of the business. They throw rocks and hide their hands. The same people that they supposed to be their colleagues and their friends and that they openly supporting, these are the same people that they'll go behind closed doors or go in these little inboxes and inboxing people and talking bad about the same people that they supposed to be supporting. And they'll support you openly, but behind your back, man, they gonna destroy you, man. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Brothers and sisters, listen, man. Everything that PLM stands, we're going to stand on the truth. We're going to give you everything that you need to know.
Facts.
Facts. All the facts. All the truth. I'm going to tell you something else that they don't know nothing about. Let me see if I can grab it out. Go on and lead it. Go on and lead the show, bro.
Yeah. See, a lot of people are upset that they're not involved in the motion. They're not involved with the movement because they didn't have faith in the vision. They didn't think anybody would be able to come home and make it happen or be out here and make it happen in our day and time. They doubted people. And now they've been proven wrong. And rather than humble themselves, apologize, and get out of the way, they rather create a disturbance. But we're here to set the record straight. There's only one way to go, and that's the righteous way. That's why we give you these truths. We give you these facts. So you will know how to follow the righteous way. That way you won't be caught up in the lies, the deceit, the disruptions, the confusion, none of that. Oh, TP, bro, I see you back.
Okay. All right. Yeah. A lot of people know about iRock. For those who are from Chicago, y'all know that at one time when he was in good grace, this guy by the name of Raheem Jeffrey Hatcher, who's right now, he's a rat. He's a rat. I ain't no sense of like he's a rat. He was in good grace. We came out with a document that we call Generation X, the call to arms. This was an inmate venture that Pontiac, me, myself, John E. Murray, I'm finna name off the names right now. Name off the name who all was a part of this here. All the stuff that Daniel Evans, Shorty Dan, all us played a part in this here. My name, Keith Taylor, Leroy Thomas, James Curtis, John E. Murray, Dwayne Woodson, Frank McDonald, Durrell Taborn, Patrick Plummer, Leonard Mitchell, Russell Williams, Marcus Hughes, Darwin J. Diller, Andrew Harden, Miguel Fluker, Willie Scales, William Johnson, Willie L. Lastly, Johnny Page, DeJuan Dixon. All of us was a part of this Generation X thesis coming out. We gave we gave Raheem a copy of it. This is what Raheem did. Raheem took the whole thesis of Generation X and went home and started an organization called IROC, the Illinois Inmate Relief Organization. Some of that title. It was called IROC. Joe Woods was a part of IROC. This is a lot of the stuff, man, that the brothers and sisters don't know. So everything that we was doing on the inside, a lot of the men and women out here in the streets missed it.
Yeah, they never knew about it.
They never knew about it. Like you didn't know and never know about it. It's a lot of the stuff that's going on, bro, that they didn't know, that the brothers and sisters didn't know out here. So now it's time to set the record straight, man. Everybody that's claiming that they was somebody, man, they wasn't nobody, man. They wasn't even recognized. They haven't even been around for 30 or 40 years. Now, let's get this here understood. You can't knock what they did. I'm not knocking what they did. I'm not knocking the historical value that they can bring. But I also want y'all to understand that a lot of these same guys that's doing this talking to y'all are not even on board with nothing. They're not in tune with nothing. You know, love the Memphis. Love, Jordan Ship. Love. I see that truth sign there. That's what we're standing on. You know what I'm saying? So just be aware of what's going on. Be aware who's giving you your information.
To be aware is to be alive.
And when they give you your information, brother Paris, One Love submitted. And when they give you your information, take the information that they are giving you and go research it. Research the information that they are giving you. Watch this. We're dealing with transparency. Think back to 2017, 18, beginning part of 19. What was going on out here, bro? Now, mind you, now, I was in the feds. I was in the Federal Bureau of Prison. What was going on out here?
A lot of miscommunication and confusion was going on. A lot of lies are being spread. A lot of propaganda. A lot of folks whose names were actually credible were being discredited. Like it was a shit show if you could see it. TP my language. And so to be honest, and I'm being transparent, a lot of us couldn't see the forest from the trees. We only had that one source that we can get information from. And we had to take it on face value because we had no other avenues to cross-reference, research, or find out anything from.
So now that this is what we're dealing with, now that we are getting the real information, real things are being exposed, the real information that begin to the people. The peoples have been so manipulated and so beat down, mentally beat down with falsehood that it's hard for them to take or to receive the facts. But you got to keep moving, keep living in the vision of growth and development. Do not stop. Don't let the naysayer and the non-believers throw you off. Don't let them throw you off. You know, we got to keep it moving. You know, let me read this here. It say, most definitely a lot of confusion in the 90s was definitely hard to reach out to the upper body. Yes, once in 1995, but we're going to stop. I'm going to go back a little bit. I'm going to go back a little further. When Dirk, SD, O, Mike, when all of them was indicted. I'm talking about Big Dirk. I'm talking about Little Dirk there. That was the beginning. A few years later comes 1995. After 1995, 1997. After 1997, like 2003 on the west side. After 2003, then things kind of like slowed down on major indictments. You start getting them out in Clarksville, Tennessee. You start getting other indictments from around the country. 2016, another indictment hit. Bam. So it was a lot of information that was being spread around out here that was false. They was adding stuff, taking stuff away. So now what you get now, you start getting men and women that's coming home that knows the business. Now you got to look over the last 4 years, almost 5 years. Look at the last 4 years. Look at the last 4 years now. Look at the love, the information that is being spread. Look at all the information that our men and women have access to. You know why they have access to it? Because the information don't belong to no one particular person. There's nothing to gain from it. You teach the brothers, you teach the sisters. You know what I'm saying? Like the sisters say, especially over in Sircon City. Yes, yes. It was all over, sister. All over. I'm from out west. I'm from K-Town. It was all over. All over the United States of America. False information has been given to the men and women. about who we are, what we standing on. They wasn't giving the brothers and sisters the real information on what growth and development is about the education, the economic, the political, and the social development. They wasn't pushing that. They wasn't pushing the love and the unity. They wasn't pushing that. They was pushing a falsehood. They was pushing things for their own personal gain, to take money out of other people's pockets, to mentally and physically and emotionally and financially abuse people's, man. Like right now, you got old dope fiend crackheads running around here asking people for money, man. You know who I'm talking about on that west side of Chicago? You know who I'm talking about? Talking about people's behind their back, and then to get out on public forum, I support this person. But behind the back, you telling him, man, I told you not to say nothing. Why you say something? Why you doing this here? Why? Hey, man, I told you I was about number one. If you was about number one, you wouldn't have been doing the nonsense that you're doing. And I'm not covering up for you. I'm not doing that. Our men and women have been misled for too long. We can't keep letting these guys out here misuse our brothers and sisters. Our children, these are our children. How we gonna let, that's like if I'm misusing the younger brothers and sisters that's out here, that's a part of this community, wouldn't I be an abusive parent?
Yeah, you would. You'd be destroying the future.
So wouldn't they lock me up for child abuse?
Mm-hmm.
So what should happen to those that's misusing the brothers and sisters, that's giving them false information? You're a child abuser. You're abusing your future for your own personal benefit. You are abusing your future. And we can no longer allow this to happen. This is not nothing new under the sun. This is only getting it back out so that you all can have it. There was an Mr. Hoover. Peace and blessings to him and his family. Peace and blessings to the Hoover family, to the entire Hoover family. Mr. Hoover said, okay, man, he's sitting up in ADX Florence. The man still is saying, listen, we got to republish the blueprint. Get it back out. Get it out. So now, those who were left with the fiduciary duties to do this here, what did they do? Nothing.
Got it back up. Some of the ones out here now?
The ones that was out here before, when the message was sent down to republish.
Oh, no. Wasn't nobody moving on nothing.
They ain't do nothing. You had other brothers and sisters that was trying to figure it out, but they ain't do nothing. Now people's come home. They got the message. We got to republish this here, man. We got to get this true information out. And let me make this understood. Mr. Hoover is no longer a part of no type of gangster disciples or none of that stuff. He's not a part of any of that stuff. So I'm not finna
associate, don't
no
make
affiliation,
no
no association, no call.
None of that.
I'm not saying none of that about none of that on him. All I'm saying is that this is what this man wanted. This is his vision. So for those who believe in the vision, we have an obligation to get the vision out. We have an obligation. All right, the brother Black Man say NYC, we still had 247 and 74, which was causing a lot of inner issues. All right.
This is going to be interesting.
Let's address this here.
Go for it.
Black Gangster Disciple Nation. Let's go into blueprint. We finna go into blueprint. We going into the blueprint. And in the blueprint, it says in 1969, I believe that was.
Yep, January 69.
In January of 69, Mr. Hoover and Mr. David Barksdale came together and brought the Gangster Nation and the Disciple Nation together, so they became the Black Gangster Disciples. All right, you had the Supreme Gangsters and you had the There were disciples. All right, the disciple nation and the gangster nation, they came together. All the way up, that was the old concept. That was the old concept. From 1969, all the way up into the new concept came about. 1981. We have taught in the blueprint revealed that old concept did not help us. It had us in the mind state. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do this here. I'm finna go in this one. I'm finna go in this one. I want y'all to follow me. For all of you who have a copy of the blueprint, whatever copy you have. If you have this copy of the blueprint, you got the original copy of the blueprint, you have the revised copy of the blueprint that Rod Emery wrote. Rod Emery wrote. It says, and
what page you on, G?
I'm on page 28 in the new one.
All right.
And I quote, it says, under the old concept, which is from 1969 up until the new concept came out, and the new concept came out in 1981. It says, under the old concept, the cross forks represented a negative way of life. We crossed them up on our chests in order to show allegiance to a gang's turf. We tattooed the cross forks on our arms, chests, etc., in order to show a rebellious, defiant attitude towards society, laws, and rules. We boldly stated that we were outlaws belonging to a criminal mob. That's that old concept. That's that BGD mentality. This comes from the leadership. This comes from the visionary himself, the master of the vision. He said, many have killed and died representing the negative aspects of the cross forks. Some of us even went as far as to believe that the cross forks were a sign of evil. They were not. They are not. However, such a negative view and insane belief justified our passion in the execution of crime. Now it is time to turn all this around and live according to the true meaning of the forks of life. Under the new concept, 1981, when the new concept came about. Under the new concept, the forks of life represent the physical, spiritual, and mental side of man.
Mind, body,
our teachings are universal in the sense that everyone on earth is confronted with crossroads throughout his or her life. Have you ever heard the proverbial saying, a fork in the road? Well, when people use that term, they are talking about a crossroad in his or her life.
That's what we at right now.
That's what we at. We at a crossroad, bro. We believe in growth and development. So anybody that's talking about they be talking about some 274, man, y'all ain't even been around, man. I was the last generation of Black Gangster Disciples. I was that last generation. I came into the organization, man, in 1978. That's when I came in. I'm 56 years old. When I came in the organization, I was 11 years old. But also, in that new concept, what generation was the leadership talking about? Think about all who they was talking. They was thinking about the 13, the 14, and the 15-year-olds, right? So let's do this here, Bladen.
Talk to me.
They're talking about the 13 and the 14-year-old, right? The 13-year-old and the 14-year-old. I was born June 17, 1967. To me, I'm young, but to our young brothers that was down there in Arkansas, they say I'm an old man. So I'm an old man. So I was born in 1967, right?
Right.
So from 1967 to 1981, how many years is that?
Shit, you want me doing math on the spot with no calculator.
All right, let's do this here. From 67 to 77 is how many years?
67 to 77, that's 10.
Well, from 77 to 81, how many years is that?
77, see, you got me doing math in my head. I ain't prepared.
Proper preparation prevents poor performance.
It does, and I'm off.
Okay, all right. So that means that's 4 years. So 10 plus 4 is what?
10 plus 4 is 14.
All right, I was 14 years old when the new concept
So you would have been that generation.
I'm that generation that they was talking about.
So your generation was supposed to be the first generation of the new concept, not counting the original leadership.
Not to count original leadership. That original leadership was to put it in me, my generation. So why you think a lot of guys out of my generation that knows what I know and been around and have been in that struggle, they understand it because it was hammered in us. It wasn't no, we want the willing. No, if you were going to be a part of this here, this is what you're going to do, because they understood more. You know what I'm saying? All right, my brother, K-Monger, the new concept of organization is still under 360 degrees. K-Monger, talk that truth, bruh. Speak that truth. Now, that was my generation. So now it's my generation's responsibility. Everybody that's in my generation, it's our responsibility to pass it on, everything that we learned. All of those who sat in that same classroom with me. Did you sit in that classroom with me? It's your job. I'm calling you out. It's your job to spread that new concept. All of us don't have the same responsibility. The same job, rather. I ain't gonna say the same responsibility. We don't have the same job, but we all have the same responsibility. My job, I got boots on the ground in this manner. Others gonna have boots on the ground in other manners. Like my brother JD. JD is from out of the cottage folks over there around Woods and Damon's 54. JD is doing what he's supposed to do. Everybody is doing what they supposed to do. What you supposed to do.
Everybody has a job.
Everyone must do this shit. Everybody has a responsibility. But we make up the organizations, the individuals who have come together as a collective. That's why it's set up like a corporation. Everybody have different responsibilities. Everybody. You know?
Okay.
Okay, my God, that's right, my brother Jordan Ship. You right. He righteous. That's right. 100. Let's speak that truth, brothers and sisters. Let's speak that truth. Come on, let's put them comments out there. More people's come on up in here. Let's speak that truth.
You got a right to say what the truth is.
Man,
Can't nobody stop that.
Truth.
You got a right to stand on facts. Can't nobody stop that.
Man, can't nobody stop that. Truth changes not. Don't let nobody tell y'all nothing different, man. When you know the truth. If you don't know the truth, get it now and do the studying. Research it. Don't let nobody just tell you know anything. Can't nobody just tell me know anything without me going to research it. I don't care who it is. Even the originals. The originals was telling us stuff. Man, I'm going in there. I'm researching it myself. You know. That's right. All is one. I'm researching it myself to find out. Oh, my sister. Let's say this here. She says, the sister Sharon said, you can't lead with lies. You can't lead righteously with lies. Because you can lead with lies and lead people to their demise, but you can't lead righteously with lies. You know, you can't lead righteously with them.
We've seen the outcome when people lead with lies. We see what that leads to.
You see what there you go. Confusion. Chaos.
Matter of fact, we have something in the 4 problems that talks about lying.
Yeah.
That disrupt organizational unity.
All the lies for that. All the lies in the world all the darkness in the world can't put out the light of one match.
That's true.
So we're gonna stand on truth and we're gonna stand on facts. We're gonna give it to you the way you're supposed to receive it. That's how you're gonna get it. The way you were supposed to receive it. All right, K-Monger. Oh, my brother. And shout out to Wisconsin. Shout out to Wisconsin. Shout out to Minnesota. You know what I'm saying? All the brothers and sisters, men and women. Shout out to the NYC, to Jersey, to Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, the entire West Coast. Shout out to Texas. Oh, I got to make sure I say shout out to Texas because I forgot them the last time. Shout out to Kentucky, Tennessee, West Virginia, Ohio, Indiana, everywhere. So Georgia, Mississippi, Arkansas, my birth state. You know what I'm saying? So shout out, man. Much love to everybody. Everybody. Missouri, Young Blue, keep doing what you're doing over there, brother. Y'all doing a great job over in the state of Missouri, man. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing. Keep representing, man. You know, so let's lead, brothers and sisters. If y'all need to know something, research it. Ask the right people, ask the proper questions. You know,
definitely don't be scared to ask questions.
You know what I'm saying? Truth is our foundation. You better say it, brother.
Yeah, that's chapter 2 right there.
You better say it. My man, Real Talk. Now, Real Talk know that business. Real Talk know what I'm saying is correct. He was there. He was there. He know about Stateville, Pontiac, and Menard. He know. He know what's going on. He know where all this stuff was coming from. I guarantee you, Real Talk know about this here. Real Talk. This the original blueprint, bro. The original title. You know about this here. I know you ain't seen this here. Tell them. Speak that truth, Real Talk. Low down 216. All right. Yeah. Shout out. Yeah, yes, I know you do. You know what I'm saying? He know. Real Talk know. I'm not blowing no smoke up your asses. I'm telling y'all the truth. Some of you might not want to hear the truth, but when truth is on the scene, falsehood is gonna flee. But falsehood ain't gonna leave willingly. It's gonna fight. It's gonna fight.
Dying breath, but it's gonna die.
It's gonna die.
The lie's gonna die.
Because it can't stand up under the truth. It can't stand there. And we ain't gonna let it stand. Because long as I got breath in me, I'm bringing the truth and I'm bringing the facts. Oh, what that say over here? That say truth?
That we got that truth right there.
Yeah. And that say facts.
And the facts right there.
The blueprint.
And it only comes from this one source. You see that? Bam.
Yeah.
Bam.
There you go. That's what we're gonna give it to you. We're gonna give it to you.
We got loyalty to the truth and the facts.
Yeah. No.
We give our service and cooperation to the truth and the facts.
The brother Varese said, thanks for giving information about when it first was brought out in hard copy. So cool. No doubt. That's what we're gonna do. Because I sit back. I'm not a reactionary. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a reactionary. And by me not being a reactionary, I'm never going to just speak when somebody say something. Soon as somebody say something, now I just start speaking. I just sit back and I watch. I watch what they're saying. You know, Lowdown said, I know you're legit. Too many outstanding brothers say you're legit. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. I only do the work. Thank you, bro. I only do the work, bro. That's all I do. I just do the work. I don't look for nothing in return. I'm not trying to abuse nobody. I'm not trying to, because I don't get nothing out of it. What do I get out of misleading you?
Nothing.
I'm 56 years old, bro. I do this for the love. I don't do this to try to gain. I ain't got nothing. I don't have anything. I get up and I do this out of the love. You know what I'm saying? But Brother K. Munger said the hard copy was published in 1996. Or then he first said the original blueprint from 1990. Talk that talk, bro. Talk that talk. Talk that talk, bro. See, these are the men and the women out here that know the truth. Y'all know the truth. Let's get that truth out there. We ain't finna be standing. We're not going to be standing around, man, allowing other people to bring out these false narratives and mislead people. Not long as I'm around, I'm gonna put your feet to the fire.
We are not sheep to be led to the slaughter.
Man, ain't no way. Ain't no way. You got these guys, these dope fiend crackheads running around here talking behind the scenes to super rats, master splinters. You know what I'm saying? Talking to these rats, telling these rats about their colleagues, about this person ain't that. They former. I'm gonna say, let me rechange that. Your former colleague, because you ain't been nothing since the mid-'80s, since 83, 84. You ain't been nothing. You know what I'm saying? You know, like my brother say, wrong, my brother. Low down 216 say, wrong, my brother. You had the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that we was lacking. Keep doing your job. That's all I know how to do, bro. And I give shots out to the brother Blayland, man, because Blayland do a lot of work. Blayland do a lot of work, man. Bro,
I
you
take no
do,
credit. G. It's all
man,
love. That's all I
man,
do it for. The love.
man, you do the work, bro. You do the work. So I can't sit here and have everybody giving me the credit that I don't deserve. You know, like the brother said, never again. You right. We're never ever going to allow somebody to mislead again.
Never forget, never again.
We're going to get this information out. We're going to keep getting it out. We're going to keep leading. We're going to keep doing the video. We're going to keep the information coming. PLM, Positive Lifestyle Management. We're going to continue to do our YouTube video. We're not taking them down unless YouTube decide to take them down themselves. But we're not taking them down. This information will be around. We want our men and our women. We want the public to know what the truth is of who we are. We are not no gang bangers. We're not no wild radicals. We're not trying to offset and overthrow the government. And what we striving for is growth and development.
Just build civilization the way it's supposed to be built.
That's
on
it.
truth and righteousness.
So man, brothers, the sister Sharon said, thank you for rising up, not being afraid to speak the truth, standing on fact. Let me say this here. And I'm finna get real personal with this one here, because this is a personal issue to me. The man who raised me caught me coming inside the prison system. Now, I knew almost all of the originals. I was in Stateville with them. But the one who hung out with us the most was John Murray. John E. Murray Jr. was the one who hung out with us the most. And John Murray taught us, if you know the truth, you stand on the truth. Don't be afraid to speak the truth, no matter who it is. He has his faults. He had done his fair share bad in the world. But when you all see me, you know what you all see? You all are seeing a reflection of the originals who I come from under and around. That's what you're looking at. That's what you're seeing in me. When you seeing anybody from my generation, that's what you're seeing, bro. Because those that have been inside them walls, we went through it. We had to really learn the lessons. I still know pieces word by word that they hammered in us. Hammered.
Yeah. Because you'll quote one random in the conversation.
The
whole piece.
My man. Real talk said, I agree. You right, bro. Bro, you know what, bro, you was there, man. Real talk was there. He know about B East, B West, F House, E House, I House. He know about H House, the PC. Before H House became PC, it was population. He know about all that. He know that. He know about Pontiac, East House, West House, South Upper, South Lowers. He know about Menard. He was there. He know all this stuff. He know about the Sundowns, the Govs, the Good Tar Luckies. Oh, a lot of people a lot of people don't even remember Good Tar Lucky.
I never heard of them.
They don't know Lucky G. See, these are men who helped shape this here. They helped shape it. Real talk. And I'm living in the vision. Pass it on to everybody you around, bro. All our young men and women, pass it around. You know what I'm saying? Kansas. Shouts out to Kansas. Kansas says Kansas been in tune with this truth from the beginning, even though a major indictment lost one of our best bros, and we still been maintaining and rocking out. Much love. Keep moving, Kansas. Keep moving in a positive and productive. Oh, my man just said somebody, boom, boom, boom. Old fatty. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. Micah G. Can't forget about Mike. Can't forget about Mike. No, you can't never forget about Mike G. You know what I'm saying? Even you can't forget about Speedy. You can't forget about Biggie. You can't forget about none of them because all of them had their faults. None of them was perfect. I'm not perfect. I got my faults. I got my shortcomings. But do my good outweigh my bad? Do they?
Are you enduring your shit? Are you
Yes.
making your word your bond?
That's up. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep this moving, brothers. Let's keep it moving, sisters. We doing this here, but we still got episode 10. See, I just read y'all that little piece out of chapter 3, The Forks of Life. We definitely gonna be addressing that whole chapter. We're gonna break that whole chapter down in the Blueprint Reveal podcast. You know, and the sister say, "But you're worthy." Thank you, sister. I sincerely appreciate all the accolades and things that I receive, but it's not about me. It's about you all. It's about Blayland. It's about all the educators across the whole United States that's educating. It's about Bushwick. It's about Bob. It's about Maddie. It's about everybody. It's about the sisters. That's who it's about. You know. You know what I'm saying? So, brother say, I'm 28. That's good, bro. And you young enough to be my son. So, but I'm here with you, bro. Whatever I can do to assist, whatever I know it, because we here. We gonna keep getting this information out to y'all. We gonna keep showing y'all the real. We gonna keep showing y'all the love. Now let's get this understood too. Everything ain't gonna be rosy. We're gonna have our problems. We're gonna have our shortcomings. Everything is not going to be rosy. But what we have to do, we got to keep it positive. Oh man. He just took the words right out of my mouth.
Facts. You was just about to say that. Keep
I
it
just want to
positive and
say,
keep
keep
it
it
moving.
positive, keep it moving, man. Rest in peace, man. K Monkey, hey man, get out my head, bro. Get out of my head. Why you in my head?
One mind.
You know.
When you in one vision, can't help but be one mind.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the vision, bro. That's the vision. The man all in my head, but you know, that's all good. You know, I'm gonna see what he say this time. We are standing on a 360-degree cycle. You better say it.
He knows something.
You know what I'm saying? He knows something. You know what I'm saying? The sister said, meaning you are worthy due to the wisdom of knowledge you have. Thank you, sister. I appreciate it. I sincerely appreciate it. You know, but once again, I'm a very modest person. I don't even need the spotlight. You know, and I know y'all not giving me no spotlight, but you know, it's just like I don't feel comfortable with it. So I'd rather to put it where it belongs. I'd rather give it to you, Sharon. It belongs to you. I give it to Bladen. I give it to Kate Monk. I give it to Martavius. I give it to Varice. Give it to Lowdown 216. That's who y'all get that, bro. Sister, y'all get that. You know. What he say? He say, if you know, bro, why you say it? Why you say my G? Why you say my? That's what the prophet Noah Drew Ali say, boy. You better not never get a thought, because you get a thought that more gonna grab. So you grab that thought, huh? All right, my brother. It's all love, man. It's all love. Man, I love that, man. I love you all, man. Go on and take over, Blade. I've been talking, just rambling on, man.
No, you've been saying what need to be said there, brother. I appreciate every moment of it. And I'm glad that those names, you know what I'm saying, such as Mike G, Speedy, and Guitar Lucky came across. Because a lot of times, if we don't know the foundation of who we are and where we come from, it's hard to stand on it properly. We can easily be shaken because people could start throwing names in that were never there. And they start getting credit that should be going to a whole different direction. And that helped mislead people. So I'm glad those names are mentioned, because now it opens the door for a dialogue on the parts that they play. So we'll know when people come along, you can't lie to us about this individual. We already know. Because that's what people do. They use names and then they start dropping false information like they were there around that person when they never were. And this ain't no shot at nobody that's done it, you know, even though they may be watching and have done it. Just know you're accountable for it. You misled the folks. So I'm thankful again.
Now, check this out.
Talk
Let
to
me
me.
mention somebody, man, that I learned a great deal from, man. Sundown.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And I mentioned this several times on the podcast, man. Sundown had to discipline me. And how Sundown disciplined me is that he wasn't no physical discipline. He disciplined me mentally. Sundown actually took me off count, bro. He took me off count because he knew that would hurt me more than anything. But I was never off count in my mind. I was always on count. And he took me off count because I took the weight for somebody else. I took the weight and I didn't say nothing. They gained a whole lot of respect for me behind that. But I also learned at that moment right then and there, if it ever come a time where I got to pick or choose between you and the organization, your ass gonna lose. You're gonna lose. So don't put me in a position where I have to make a choice between you and the vision.
And if I love you, I wouldn't put you in a position where you have to.
You better say it. Lowdown say, when I went to the feds, some elders spoke on this, but now hearing you brothers speak about this, I believe. Where you was at in the feds, Lowdown? Okay, the brother Real Talk say, I agree again. Yes, sir. So you know about that, Real Talk. You know.
You brought up something that I wanna ask about, right? You said that Sundown disciplined you mentally.
Yes.
So the teachings, right? And the black and white, the way we present things are designed to bring about a mental change in the individual.
Yeah.
So as going back, like the old concept, for example, the negative way of thinking. We're supposed to use these teachings to not just change what we do, but change the way we think and how we approach situations and problems.
Yes.
So we never actually deal with the mentality. We never actually solve the physical problem. We're doing the repeated.
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure I was getting the right understanding about
Yeah.
your situation with the mental discipline
Yeah.
thing. That's why I asked.
Yeah. I was mentally disciplined because he understood. He understood, say, man, violating fee ain't gonna hurt him. You got to hit him. You got to hit him where it's gonna hurt him at. And so he put me off talk. Not only was I off count, I was off talk.
Dang.
But
Like the folks couldn't talk to you at all.
I couldn't talk to the folks, and the folks couldn't talk to me because he knew that I loved the nation, and he knew that the folks loved me. So he was disciplining me. D-Mac was there. D-Mac could tell you. JD was there. Jay Dilla was there. Evans Eel was there. JP was there. Miguel Itchy was there. They all know. D Tapeworm was there. They know what happened. John E. Murray Jr. was there. They know what happened. Ain't no secrets. Danny Lee was there. All on was there. They know what happened. I don't have no secrets. And they know when it came time, what is the word when the word is given?
Move out.
They knew when the word was given, it was time to move out. You know what I'm saying? Listen, this is what one of the brothers said. However, Sundown put you back on count due to one of the most unselfish sacrifice I ever seen a brother make in spite of his own situation. The brother know he was there. They know I sacrificed. I fell on my sword for another one of the brothers. So when I don't have nothing to hide with my brothers and sisters. My life, when it comes to this here, my life is an open book. It's an open book. I am who I say I am. I've done some bad things. But I love my brothers. I love my sisters. I love the vision. I love the men who helped create the vision. I love the men and women today who has picked up that baton and who's carrying that baton to the carrying it on. When I see these young men and women out here, man, it makes me feel so good to see them. Man, they talk. Man, I was the butt of the joke. They say I was up on the stage when the brothers was rapping Friday night. They was up there, they rapping. I'm up there on the stage. They say I was almost broke down. You know, my knees was giving out on me, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, but that's how it is, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is. And I wanted to get the brother Evans Eel on here. I wanted him because he know about the original blueprint. He came into Cook County Jail as a 17-year-old knowing about that original blueprint. I called him this morning and he ain't answer the phone. Hey, bro, you better answer that phone next time I call you too, man. You know, it's all love, bro. It's all love. You know what I'm saying? You know, our struggle is our struggle. You're right. And what do that word struggle mean? Can anybody tell me what that word struggle mean besides Blaylen?
Cause I was sure gonna shoot it out. I ain't gonna lie.
Can anybody tell me what that word mean? I tell y'all, I'm waiting. Struggle don't mean that like we struggling along, like we ain't got no strength and we ain't got this. Struggle
it don't mean
movement.
hardship.
No, it means movement. That's what it means. When they say brothers of the struggle, it means brothers of the movement. This is a movement.
Mm-hmm.
What the brother say? What the brother say about that, man? I can't never get it right. What the brother Crusher say?
Oh, bitch ass niggas, you may not like this motion, but you gonna respect it.
You know, and another thing, hashtag no dope head advice, man. Don't be taking no advice, man, from no dope heads, man. You know what I'm saying? An old dude, man, in his 70s, still getting high, man, still disgruntled, man. I'm not finna be listening to no old dudes ain't did nothing for 40, almost 50 years. Then they gonna come back, you know what I'm saying? What has been 40 years? Then you gonna come back, all of a sudden you come back up and like you, I'm gonna come back and save the day. Underdog, man, you don't get your you know what I'm saying?
Hey man, I ain't seen Underdog in a while.
Yeah.
On that Mighty Mouse shit.
Man, Underdog. You know what I'm saying? Movement, united principles we are built upon. All right, my brother. Much love. Much love. Against all odds. Man, that's what I'm talking about. Let's pop that corn, y'all. Let's pop that corn. Pop that corn to me. I'm with it. I've been telling the brother for a minute. Let's do this live, man.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts.
Let's do this live. Let's get our brothers and sisters involved in this here, man. They deserve to be involved. We need to hear their voice. We need to hear exactly what y'all saying. Tell us what you need. Tell us what y'all thinking.
Cause we know what we thinking.
You know. So let's if y'all got any more questions, anybody got any questions? This is the Q&A portion. If y'all got any questions, man, we are here to answer any questions. You know. So let me see what this say. We definitely need this platform. Oh, this platform gonna stay around.
Ain't no doubt.
You know, we gonna stay around.
Even after we done, somebody else gonna carry on the torch of this platform.
Somebody gonna carry this on. You know, because I think it's gonna be Blaylen next. Blaylen gonna carry this platform. The old man, like I'm gonna go off and I'm gonna hang my boots up and go kick my feet up somewhere, y'all.
Hey, you know, I'm here for it.
You know. So it's much love. What you got? You got anything else? Anybody got anything else? So I think what we're gonna do, we want to thank each of
Before, let me say this. If you don't have a copy of this right here, if you don't have a copy, by all means, order one. We're gonna make a Facebook post with a picture of this book and the number to contact to get you a copy. Don't let nobody stop you from educating yourself about who and what we are. Don't let nobody hinder that from you. That's your right as a member of this organization to know what you stand for and be able to teach what you stand on. With that, I yield the floor.
Okay, now you don't yield the floor because we got a question for you.
Okay, what's
Man,
up?
the brother said, I have a question. Without any disrespect, what is the true meaning of hard times?
Okay, now, true meaning, that can be opinionated, unfortunately. But a hard time for me as an individual would be something that makes me stronger. It's like lifting weights. The weights may be hard to lift at first, but once you get in the habit of working your body out for that, it becomes light work. So a hard time is a shaper, it's a molder, it's a builder. If you have the right mentality to embrace it.
Okay. We got another question. We got from the brother Steve Burnside. He says, what's good, family? Reach out to me. I need the family to get a copy of my book entitled Reaching the Youth Resolution for an American. Okay. Anybody that's on today, reach out to the brother Steve Burnside. He has a book entitled Reaching the Youth Resolution for an American. So reach out to the brother Steve Burnside and help and purchase his book. You know, see what it's about. Get me a copy, brother, and I'll read it and I'll dissect it and we could dialogue on it.
Ain't no doubt. Might be the beginning of a book club. You never know.
Yep. The sister Sharon say, I listen and pay attention to info. My little brothers in the hood who think they know something. I'm 60. Yeah, you doing right, sister. You doing right. You know, just keep doing it. It's gonna catch. You just got to catch that one person. That one person who can get that information out. It's gonna catch on.
The one that speak their language and seeks that knowledge.
Another Facebook one of the networkers said, donate water to saving our urban leaders. 838 Marquette Street. Oh, I'm glad that was mentioned. Stateville Correctional Center. The water, they have toxic water. I'm glad this is mentioned. Can we get the full address on where people can donate water so that we can get it to the Stateville prison system? It says, donate water to saving our urban leaders. 838 Marquette Road, Stateville Prison.
Hold on, leave that up there. I'm gonna write that down, G.
It said lead levels are too high for brothers to drink or cleanse with it. Okay, so 838 Marquette Road. Is that in Chicago, Marquette? Yes, that's the address to saving our urban leaders. 838 Marquette Road. Okay, this for Stateville Prison. Can you put the city and the zip code there, brother? So that we can get the proper information, out to the people to where it need to go.
I ain't realized how much I needed my glasses right now trying to see that.
So we got to get the rest of the address. We got to get the rest of, cause I know that's got to be in Chicago, but we need to find out the address and the zip code over there. Okay, another one, the networker say, how do you ignore ignorance when it comes to brothers disrupting the business, and it's hard to ignore, especially if it's misleading the youth? All right, go, you go.
Okay, you don't ignore ignorance because ignorance derives from illiteracy, and illiteracy is our number one enemy. So the question would better be answered by saying, how do we approach illiteracy and ignorance? Now, as an example, let's just say I have a goal set. My first step would be having awareness of what it takes to achieve the goal. That's doing my research, figuring out the different avenues that I could take to achieve the goal. Once I get that information, I then start preparing myself to utilize those tools or that knowledge. Then on that path of preparing myself, I figure out who can assist me and who will work against me. from a mentality standpoint. Like, what kind of mentalities are against what I'm doing? How do I get around them? How do I get over them? How do I get through them? Then I get into the what of when that mentality approached me. What exactly do I need to do in that moment to counteract what's going on? That's the basic format to approach those type situations. Now, if you want to use the blueprint or the black and white as a specific key, then that will come from your study to know which keys to use to deal with those things. That's where your personal initiative come in at, to read the book, to read the literature, to know what's in it, so you know exactly what tools to utilize and how to utilize them when you have them. With that, I yield the floor.
Okay, that's a great answer, bro. Black and white blueprint is going to always lead you, bro. You got to learn the black and white. You got to learn it. You got to, and to be able to stand on it in an intellectual manner. You got to be able to stand on it. Stand on, be what you are. Okay, the brother, Real Talk say, brothers and sisters, please go vote. It works if we all vote. Yes, 2024 is the general election. This is what we're doing right now. We are preparing the minds. We are preparing the minds right now for the 2024 upcoming general election. Our voices has to be heard. They have to be heard. We cannot allow our voices not to be heard in this upcoming election. So we're going to be putting out a lot of information. We're going to be going from state to state, giving out information on the candidates there. We're going to be breaking down the candidates' records. We're going to be talking about more so local elections, because that's what affects your day-to-day living, your local election, your local politicians. So we're going to be breaking it all down. We getting up in there, brothers and sisters, and we're going to do the work. Any more. Okay, here we go. To saving our urban youth leaders. Leland Evans Eel, FS Evans Eel, gmail.com.
FS
Evans Eel, without the S, without the S in the it's just Evans Eel, gmail.com. Hey man, where you at, bruh? Hey man,
talking about, bro?
Yeah, we gonna fight, bruh. Me and you, we fight. When I see you, I don't know how long it's gonna take, cause we both old, so we might get one punch in a piece. That's you know what I'm saying. So I might tap your shoulder, you tap my shoulder, then we gonna say, all right, I love you, bro. You know. So we got you, bro. Just say, when will there be any more structure on the street? Our youth are out of control, sister. That's what we're doing right now. You part of that structure. You're part of it. But we got to go block for block, mind to mind. It ain't going to be no overnight job, because you got to think about it. It didn't happen overnight. So we don't have an overnight solution for it. This is a multi-dimensional problem, and it's going to take multi-dimensional solutions to handle this problem. And we need all hands on deck. All hands has to be on deck.
Yep.
The brother JD say vote, 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 vote. Utilize your vote. For all of those who can vote, utilize your vote. Real talk. The 5 P's, proper preparation prevents poor performance. Steve Burnside, this platform is the business. It allows us to tap in ASAP. What a great discovery. Much love, my brother. Much love, much love. We got you. And you also said he sent another message. He wanted me to what did he say? You said inbox me your shipping address, and I will send you a copy this Monday. No doubt. Much love. I got you, bro. You know, so this has been an honor, and I love this here. I love this here. This is, bro. We got to do this more often, bro.
I'm with it.
We got to do this more often. We got to interact with with the people, man. The people need us, and we need the peoples. You know.
You
So
gotta know I'm here for every step of the way.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
When it's
yes,
easy
sir.
and when it's rough.
Yes, sir.
Damn it, oh, my
It
bad.
seems
Forget
like
my language.
it seems like it's getting kind of rough for you right now. You can't keep your phone. You know.
Yeah.
So thank you all, man. Thank you all. Love, JD. Love
Love
to
to everybody
everybody.
here.
You know what I'm saying? So this has been another episode of the Blueprint Reveal podcast, and we discussed revealing the truth and facts of the blueprint. If there are any other questions, man, inbox us. Send your comments in. If you're on YouTube, send your comments. Also on Facebook, send your comments. You know, so we gonna try to answer all the comments. We said we ain't answering no dumb comments though. All that dumb stuff, man, we ain't answering that stuff. All the dudes that sitting back there putting out nonsense, don't even expect me to be dealing in an exercise of fertility with you, because I don't have the time, and I'm quite sure nobody else have the time to indulge in no BS.
We not entertaining no dumb stuff.
God bless you too, sister. You know, so thank you all for tuning in with us. We're gonna next time we're gonna have to get these numbers up, these views up around at least 100, 150 people. So we want more interactions. We gotta have more interactions, you know. So thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all. Peace.